Alright, so here we go. NBA 2K21 is coming out real soon. The demo for this game is coming out 8/24. Now, if you guys know anything about that date, it's Mamba Day. So this is the leaked date that we've been given. Hopefully it stands true. That's when the game's demo will come out on current gen. Because next gen is not out yet. So this will give us a taste of what we should expect on the next gen version. Hopefully it will play a little bit better. They take this and they go to their little lab over there in 2K Sports. They start writing some notes down because it's pretty much almost done for the current gen version. They could only tweak a few things from here on out, but they still have a little bit more time because the next gen one is not coming out till the console's out. So we have a bit of wiggle room to play with, and they can figure out what they need to tweak on the next gen version so that game can play as best as it can. So I'm gonna give you some information on what we should expect on 2K21, knowing that the demo is legit like right around the corner, so I might as well give you some stuff right now. So on shooting, all this stuff, by the way, has been coming out on Twitter. So shooting, the new standard, the new number you should expect to hit on a build that you want to create and you want to be a threat outside, that's what Mike Wang has said, is the mid to high 70s. So if you're able to make a shooting build or any type of build you want, and you can make his 3-point shot to at least a 75, because middle is the middle, so from 0 to 10 the middle number will be 5, so 75 to 79, you can squeeze it to around that number, you will be a threat from the 3-point line. So people will have to respect that 3-point shot. They won't want to keep you open because you will make them pay for it. Now, if your build makes it lower to like a 74, maybe it's not gonna be too bad, but like a 70 to a 65 to even a 60, which I believe on 2K20, there was builds that could shoot. I could be off by a few numbers, but I believe 60 was the lowest that you can shoot a 3-point shot and green them on 2K20. So this new standard should fix that problem. And Mike Wang even took the step up that if he finds people that are able to shoot consistently, even as low as a 51, he will demand a fix to happen. So if this does, and they keep this drive to keep this game leveled, we won't be able to see, like we've seen last year, different type of builds that have no business being outside and greening these threes. Because we want to play a balanced game. And talking about balance, y'all remember Intimidator. You know how much of annoying that badge was for people that were bigs. I know it had to be annoying for people that are bigs because I was a guard. I play as a guard majority of my time on 2K20, and there's nothing more that pisses me off than when I go up for an open layup and I tell you there is nobody in front of me but maybe like a center or a point guard or a small forward on the side of me, not even in front of me, contesting my shot, and I miss it because he most likely had Hall of Fame Intimidator. That badge on its own, if it's at Hall of Fame, they just have to be around your presence. They can play lazy defense. Sometimes they play a little bit of defense, but it's not to the point that you would miss a shot. Like if you play real basketball and you're wide open, there is no reason for you to miss a shot because someone's on the side of you and they have that badge. So I understand why they wanted to tweak it on 2K21. They want to make it make sense. I mean, the badge will still do what it needs to do, but it won't be as much of a presence that will be felt because he has that badge. So being that fact, they also took that step because they know centers, their job is to attack and their job is to defend. They're big and they have to be useful. There's no reason to have a big player and have him just be a rebounder that can't really shoot inside or dunk because of a guard having intimidator. So they fixed that, and then they made the centers have a better defensive presence inside. So when you try to go inside and you try to do like something funky, like something that really shouldn't go in, and the center that's skilled enough, because they made defense a little bit more skilled now, if you play defense well enough inside being a big, you will make it a hard challenge for those guards or the people that are smaller than you to attack that basket, which it should be. Because if you play basketball and somebody's bigger than you and they know what they're doing, they should affect your shot and not just go right past you. So bigs will have a bigger presence in there, and on top of that, shot blocking, there's a bigger window. They've made it a little bit easier for people to block shots. So if guards can block shots better, you best believe if a center's in there and he knows what he's doing, your shot's gonna be sent all the way out, like all the way out. Don't even attempt to play with a center when he knows what he's doing down there, because he will send you packing. Now, with the shots, since we're talking about shooting still, you know the shot meter? You know how people were saying on 2K20, if you have the shot meter off, you have a boost? Well, that same boost will transfer to 2K21. They didn't remove that, but there's an additional boost now. Now, if you learn how to shoot with the stick, I know the dreaded right stick. People, I don't like the dreaded right stick. I like shooting with the shooting button, the box button. If you're PlayStation, if Xbox, I don't remember the button it is, but wherever the box button is for Xbox, you guys can say what it is. I think it's X. Yeah, because A is the yellow, the green. So X, blue, I think is, yeah. So X will be a better shooting bonus. So you use that stick and you learn how to shoot with that stick, you'll have a greater release to make a green than shooting with the box button. Now with that same right stick, they returned with the layup. Remember that layup that you had to move the stick and you had to, I believe, hold it to which direction you wanted to go until you made it to the timing to get a perfect layup release? Well, that returned. Now the reason why they returned it, it's a little bit different now. So you move it to the direction you want. So if you want to do a left layup, you move the right stick to the left, or you move the right stick to the right if you want to do a right layup. But the second you move it that way, you want to turn it 12 o'clock. So you know how you do that little, it's like a little half C. So from the left side, you're going up, you're making that little curve up, and then from the right side, you're doing it to the right, and you move that little curve up to the middle. So the reason why they do that is so that when you're attacking the basket as like a slasher build, you know, because you're going to be attacking the basket a lot, because that's your job as a slasher, they're giving you the leeway to time it and release it at the location you want to drop it at to the basket. So anywhere around that area going up, you can release that hand. So I'm guessing you'll be able to you'll probably be able to even clutch it. If I think about it, if they're letting you turn it up, they could probably let you go back and forth and do like a little switch before you do a layup up there. Well, that's me just thinking. I don't know. We will have to test it out when the demo comes out and the game comes out. But yeah, that's the reason why the layup timing with the shot stick is still bad. Now, if you're wide open, you can completely ignore it. It should not affect the wide open layup. Like you remember before when you missed a wide open layup because you used the stick, and you're like, what? It doesn't make any sense. I'm wide open. It should go in. Mike Wang said, if you're just wide open, don't even pay attention to what it says. It should go in regardless. So we shouldn't worry about that. Now guards, remember, point guards and shooting guards on 2K20, you're only able to go to, I believe, like 6'5" as your max height, or 6'6". I think it's 6'5". On 2K21, your newest height max for a point guard is 6'8". So those people that really want to be big up in the PG position, go right ahead. But you know how those sliders, when you're making those little stats to go up, like 3-point shot, your mid-range, your dribbling, all that stuff is probably gonna get affected like last year. So if you want to go all the way up to 6-8, go ahead. I know there's gonna be people that want to go there because if it's in the game, you're gonna do it. Quick draw, that badge that was created on 2K20 and it was the only time it was created, is not gonna come in 2K21. Because if you haven't played previous 2Ks, 2K19 all the way back to 2K15, which I believe was the very first time we got the jump shot creator, quick draw was basically the shot timing. And that shot timing was in every single jump shot creator before 2K20. So we won't have to worry about getting that badge at all because it will be on the jump shot creator like it used to be. They're going back to square one. I don't know why they did it before, but they're going back to what worked because we wasted badge points on a feature that we had before. I don't know why they did it, but yeah. They scratched that, so no more worry about getting that as a badge and allocating what you want to get for your player. The jump shot creator as well. When you play My Career, you don't have to play those practice facilities and you keep playing, you keep training with your teammates to get that feature and play around with your jump shot until you find the jump shot that works for you. They're giving it to you right in the beginning. So no more worrying about playing all these boring practice games and playing an NBA game, then playing another practice game, playing an NBA game, playing another practice game until it automatically pops up and it gifts it to you. It's giving it to you from the beginning. So no more worrying about that. The women on NBA 2K21 will not only be accessible through the Play Now. Remember how you were able to just go onto a quick game and play with the LA Sparks, all these other women basketball teams because they had them added in NBA 2K20. Well, in 2K21, we're making it a step further. They're giving you the ability to create a woman My Player. So if they're letting you play My Career as a woman and as a male, you best believe we're probably gonna have a park with NBA players and WNBA My Career players. Like they're both My Career players. And most likely, since they were able to get the NBA players into the game at times to play, and other sports teams, like like 2K20, we had the football teams, the basketball teams, we even had some rappers that got in. They're probably gonna get WNBA players now with their logos to come in there too, since they added the Women My Career. So you might as well just add that as well. It makes sense. Now on the trailer that they gave us for NBA 2K21, you notice that there was a bunch of different cities that were showing up. They were popping up left and right, and they're not all from the United States. Like they're in different areas. Like I believe one of them was London. They told us in the career for your My Player, whether male or female, you'll be able to start from high school. I think we've done this before once. I'm not entirely sure. I think I played high school before in one of the old 2Ks, but they're letting us play from high school to college to the NBA. Now, me thinking this through, I feel like these cities, people are saying it could be parks that we can go to, but I honestly believe that they're trying to bring overseas basketball to the My Career experience. Because wouldn't that be cool? You play high school, and then because you could play college or and the NBA. Why not let us have the ability to play overseas? I mean, we have these cities. You might as well, because if you've been to high school before and you've been talking to high school players, depending on their level of skill, probably varsity or junior varsity. You probably heard talks that some of these people, they end up playing overseas. They may play college, some of them end up actually going overseas and they play their route that way. And then maybe they make it to the NBA, maybe they don't. It'd be cool to give us that feature in 2K21. I mean, if you give us that option that there's these other cities we can most likely visit, why not give us the experience that goes with it? Makes sense. I mean, if we find this out later, I guess you heard it from me or some other people, but it's a possibility that I wouldn't be mad if they added that. It would be pretty cool. Now this year's park for the current gen, they're saying it's a beach, 2K beach. Now, what type of beach it is, I'm hoping most likely it'll be Venice Beach. It'll be pretty sick. It'll be like a Venice Beach area, a bigger change to what we've been known to see on 2K20 and 2K19 was the exact same neighborhood. Nothing pretty much changed. That's a little change of scenery, be cool. But 2K21 next gen, I'm hoping they take it even a step further. Like it'd be fine if it's just that beach for this, but if we have a few other locations we could drop by, perfect. We could play this all year round and not be bored, and put their add-ons and all that stuff for the different events that happen. I don't think we're gonna have no problem.